Hey there guys, it's Metro, and we're back. Going to try to continue on with this. I have a little bit of time to work on it. I was going to work on it off screen, but I realized that I really don't want to because I don't want to spoil it. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm kind of ruined. This is not as good as... it's kind of ruined as it is, unfortunately, but yeah, I don't want it to be ruined any further. So let's go and do what we have, and hopefully it will continue to work at this point. If you didn't see the last episode, we had a lot of trouble reintroducing the Ani quest line. That's what we're working on right now. One, because I didn't realize that quests could be disabled, so they were disabled by the core or something. So I had to re-enable them, or I guess by the databases, or the tables, or whatever you'd say. So I re-enabled them. Then we came to realize that the NPCs that are part of the quest line were not currently there in Stormwind, due to obviously Anixia being dead. And Bolvar, I guess, also being dead, but yeah, I don't know exactly why they removed all of them, but they're not part of Wrath. And so the quest was originally pointing towards Varian, which was strange, but yeah, he's not gonna be part of this, I don't think. So we turned it back to Bolvar. We re-implemented Bolvar in Wrath. I don't know if he's there in TBC. I assume all of this stuff is still there in TBC, which is really unfortunate. I really fucking hate Wrath. I really wish I didn't have to do this on Wrath, but we'll make the best out of it because it's very doable. We can make the problems go away. So then, ironically, we also learned how to make quests, which is surprising, like really crazy. If you look at it, there's like 6 different things that need to be done. It's so much more convoluted than... It's actually funny because I was praising it and it ends up being the opposite. But yeah, it's way more convoluted than like Classic, the V Mangos one. But at least this tool can really help us. I'm pretty sure I can do this all from the tool. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'm pretty sure I can. So that is going to actually make it really easy for us to do that. But I have no idea what that is. Forge. I don't know if that's a bug or what. Or did I? Oh, I see. Well, that's a problem. I made a pretty big error here. I didn't even realize it. Good thing I was looking at that. Because I was trying to figure out why it didn't work. We did a bunch of shit in the last episode and it didn't work. I was like, what the hell? But it was because I put it in the game object one instead of the actual creature one. So what was it that we put in there? Game object, quest starter, 179. Was it? That's not the right number, surely. 1749. So this is, we gotta delete that. Just because there's gonna be some random forge that gives the quest. 1749. Okay, so yeah, I thought maybe I added multiple things there, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's gonna be a lot of more. It's gonna be mostly us tinkering in this episode, I think. So, because I only have like an hour anyway, so we're obviously not gonna be able to go do BRD or something like that. I love this questline though already. It's so cool.
Greetings.
Any news from Bolvar? It could have been worse, I suppose. It appears as if the fate of Lakeshire rests squarely on your shoulders. You notice Magistrate Solomon blinking rapidly. He appears to be crying.
Bless you.
Sorry, man. I'm gonna help you. You must return to the Burning Steps, Metro. As a deputy of Stormwind, you will be required to report to Marshal Maxwell. Good luck.
Be careful.
Okay. We're actually getting to the point where I think we're almost done here. I don't think there's much left here. But we might have to pause the actual gameplay. Because I'm just working on this until I have to leave, basically, so... I'll have to go do it on the admin account because I'm definitely not gonna have time to do BRD, or I don't even want to enter BRD until I make the changes I need to make to it. But before I do that, I want to get this quest done. I'm not sure what's left, to be honest. It might actually be next step is going to BRD. So if that's the case, then not a lot's happening here on our actual character today. But yeah, the quest eventually takes you into BRD. I know that. This is probably the next step, to be honest. I mean, fuck it. I guess we can go in, right? I don't know. Might as well. The only thing that concerns me is that I think based on what was being said in the last episode by the AI, it's the NPC is probably not going to be there, I guess. So we're going to have to fiddle with that too. We can go do like the Overmaster Pyron quest or something like that while we... And then head in there. Okay, Marshall Maxwell. Why is he laughing? What? You thought you were the first? How many soldiers must we lose before Stormwind acts? We had accumulated enormous amounts of intelligence pertaining to the Blackrock menace before we lost our commanding officer, Marshal Windsor. With Marshal Windsor went all the precious information. What we need is that documentation. Speak with Ragged John, Metro. He was with Windsor when they were attacked by a Blackrock raiding party. He was last seen in a cave to the north. Oh. Ragged John. Cave to the north? We also have to turn that in, by the way. What cave? Oh, so it's not going to be there. There's no relations for this, yeah. That's funny. So anyway, let's go turn that into while we're here, I guess. Oh, there is no flight path for that. Oh shit, I thought there was a flight path. I guess that makes sense. But what cave is Ragged John in? What the fuck? Is he in the ogres or something, maybe? It's possible he's just up there. We can also do these quests. Honestly, I might do them. Because I want to finish them anyway. I think they're important for BRD. I guess we need to look that up, though. Oh, it's the dwarf. Yeah, okay. That's the guy we got the other quest from. He was gonna milk us. Which is fucking weird. Strange how easy it is to just not even get in combat for this quest. There's actually a lot of fucking sources for this too. I didn't realize this Runes of Tharasan thing was this big. Like even down here, like wow. Pretty nuts. Oh, wait, I grabbed both of them. Outstanding. Great work, Bloodworms. Guys actually hit pretty damn hard. But they're getting destroyed thanks to Rune Weapon being up. Yeah, this is a really like large area, huh? I hadn't realized it. We need 3 more. feel like there's probably a good way that we can avoid combat here, but we got a few before that should be up again. I think this was one of them. I think there's a quest that drops from killing an enemy here too, though. Sounds familiar. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, this enemy is no longer alive. What the hell is that for? That's a dire maul thing, I think. Not sure what that's for. Yeah, we gotta figure out what else is... There's some other quest over here. It's in this, like, single building over here, yeah. Right? That's it for that quest. That was kind of unceremonious. Yeah, it seems like 3 quests to be turned in up here. Then we'll get back to the BRD stuff. Yeah, I love like the association with like, I don't know, like human intelligence and like special forces type stuff. They just did such a good job with that. It matches so well to what I expect humans to be too in the game. It's really nice. We go get that. Let's get it on the way out.
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, it's an Everlook quest, so we don't need that.
Pleasure doing business with ya.
Have you seen the writings of the Seven, Metro? Have you learned the secrets of their tablet? You found the tablet, and the transcription is superb. Are you sure you're a Death Knight and not a scribe? Here you are, Metro. Here's the payment I promised. That's it, huh? Heart of the Mountain is the other quest we have. Here's Ragged John. Okay, so this one doesn't work. Did we do something wrong here? What happened? Oh, no, not again. Oh, God, we have to do it again. All right. Okay, all right, so... Yeah, all right, so... Oh, fuck, this sucks. This is not what I expected to be doing. So... First of all, we gotta figure out what he says. What is the... Okay, the true masters. 6 of 6. Why it's just like videos 3 minutes long and 2.5 minutes of it are showing the person getting to the location. I guess in Classic it's a bigger issue. Okay, so we're gonna make another, just like we did with the Ani quest, I guess, or with the Lady Katrina Prester quest. Duplicate. This time we're gonna let the program do its work. Okay. So, um, okay, so let's see. So we need to, first of all, we need to figure out the ID of this. So this is 4224? Or what? It can't be it, right? Okay, I guess it's easier to look at it here. It's gotta be this one. 4223, right? Here, let's just get all of them in a thing. We really should just be looking for a quest named that. I don't know why I did this. Oh, well, no. Yeah. Wait. Marshall Windsor? I don't know. Okay, so speak with Ragged John. That's the quest we're on right now. So that's quest 4224. Okay. Yeah, so we're on the last one. Okay. So 4224 needs to connect to a new thing. So that's going to first of all be here. Previous quest ID, next quest ID. Why is there no next quest ID? Okay, because that doesn't exist, right? There isn't a next quest ID for some reason. So Jesus, we got to remember that. Because that doesn't even exist. Quest template add-on. Yeah, that doesn't even exist. Oh, yeah, it does. Wait, what? It just doesn't matter, I guess? That's really weird. But it doesn't matter, I guess. You don't need it. Okay, so this doesn't need to change. What needs to change here? I'm trying to think. The quest no longer gets turned in and whoever it gets turned in at. I assume it goes back to Marshall Windsor or whoever that guy is. Marshall Maxwell. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this here. So this doesn't happen anymore. So now we need to change. So we got to figure out who Ragged John's thing is. I just had this up, didn't I? Okay, so his NPC ID is this number here that I'm copying. And so quest end, creature quest ender is instead of Marshall Maxwell. Can we change it? No. Uh, delete. How do we add one? Like that. Like that. Okay. So execute. Okay. Query executed successfully. So I think that means it automatically changes it. Let's see. Quest is. I've already forgotten. Let's just look at the actual Ragged John entry. Not there. Oh, that's quest. Wait. Did I do the wrong one? Nope. Execute and copy. What does that even mean? So, trying to figure out what we did wrong because we need to figure this out. Find Ragged John in a cave north of ruins with Tarzan. Yep. Okay. So it's supposed to be this quest. Oh, I don't have show all. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. It did work. Thank God, because I was like, holy fuck, if we're gonna put our faith in this program and it doesn't work. Okay, so that's done. That's the old quest. Now we're adding a new quest. And we're going to do that by going to this 30,001 True Masters. Just copy, paste it, everything else that's vital about it. This stuff all needs to change, but we're not worried about that quite yet. So first things we're going to change is creature quest starter. Because the other quest is over. Oh, okay, hold on. No, we have to go back and change that. That's another thing we need to change. 4224. Okay, so now we need to change how it ends. And so this, no, there's a 2 somewhere that needs to be changed to a 0. Because this is probably the same as the Ani, or the whatever one, Katrina Prester one, right? Yeah, special flags. Okay. Only completable by some external event. Basically, the gossip, when you cycle through the gossip completes it for you. It's like a script, I guess. So we're getting rid of that. 0. Execute. Okay. Okay. So that's it for that. Now it will be completed the second we talk to the guy. Do we need to change any text or anything? I assume so. Okay, so this is the reward tech. We'll change this stuff later because it's obviously going to be needing to be changed. Okay, and so then it ends with, okay, and now there's going to be a new quest that comes in, 3001. And so this is the new quest. And so that's going to start. Well, first of all, we have to change that because that's going to be, since we copy and pasted that. Oh, no, I copy pasted a different thing, yeah. Okay, so quest template. Now we got to go to the video and read what he says. And we're going to put the whole thing in here. Okay. So it's going to be hard because this time it's like a serious dialogue, it looks like. So let's see. What you be wanting. And then we need to do like the double B thing again. Official. How about let's try like ad lib it like Marshall Windsor. Try not to overuse it. I do this all the time when I make quests. What should I say in a window? What the fuck did I just do? Windsor. Like that, right? Okay, Ornery. Particularly ornery that day. And believe me, for Windsor, that's a monumental accomplishment. Oh, I love that it actually corrects you too. Oh, wait, does it? Well, it's trying to. It's just telling me that I spelled it wrong. Monumental. Someday I'll spell it right. It's close to being a thing, I guess. I don't. Toggle developer tools. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Okay. He kept telling me that something feels off. Well, he wasn't kidding. We were in the middle of Black Rock Mountain when the filthy animals attacked. I'm talking about the orcs, of course. Pay attention, will ya? All you could hear were grunts and the clanging of steel as they rushed us. This is going to be a really weird story, isn't it? Because I don't know how the orcs relate to BRD. Okay, these are like, I'm just not putting a lot of this shit in here. This is really stupid, some of this dialogue. Like that. All right. I tried slipping into the shadows, but that didn't sit too well with Windsor, seeing as he was already extra cranky. Well, he started spinning old iron foe around and screaming like a madman at the orcs. Okay. Oh, you never heard of Iron Foe? It's a legendary orc slaying hammer. He told me that Fran Clorn Forgeright himself made that hammer for his great grandfather. He also said that the hammer had a twin that Fran Lorne kept for himself. Think he called it Iron Fell or something. Hopefully it's all gonna fit in one document. Like I don't know if a quest can be this long. So the orcs rushed Windsor and Windsor didn't move an inch. He stood tall as they charged him, 10 at a time. All I could see was the glow from Iron Foe and a lot of blood. This went on for hours, maybe days. I don't remember. That's a bit ridiculous. Windsor wouldn't have died from no 50 orcs. As sure as okay, I'm not putting all this shit. I don't like this kind of stuff in quests. He was covered in orc. Shouldn't that be capitalized? Chunks from head to toe, drenched in their wait what? Drenched in their blood. Is good enough, but he was alive and really angry. Okay, so he says, "Why do you keep saying he died? Who told you he died? I never said he died. He went missing is all." So we'll just cut that part out. You see, apparently we had gotten into the middle of some big orc versus dark iron dwarf battle. The orcs were out early setting up some traps. Then it gets really confusing because then you ask him, "Where is he then?" And he says, "I figure he's somewhere." Okay. If you are looking for Windsor, he is, how about I figure he is somewhere in Black Rock depths. Let's get rid of that page break. Then what does he say next? Uh, let's remove that part, I guess, because this part doesn't seem relevant. It's only relevant because the character seems to be confused by the conversation. Okay, let's just cut all of that out. So the dark irons are a little craftier than those orcs. They came prepared. Guess we'll just do that. Okay, no, we won't. We'll continue the conversation. Windsor didn't have no beef with the dark irons because his great grandfather was friends with one. How about him having Iron Foe was probably the reason they didn't kill him on sight. Okay. I keep breaking it because this seems like it's gonna break, but this stupid ass dialogue. If you've ever done this quest, you know, fucking, I don't like this kind of stuff. But I guess they're trying to make the character sound drunk and stupid, so I don't know why they keep doing this, but we're gonna make it sound more serious. The dark iron spared, there's one R, spared his life and took him prisoner. Their leader, some named Tharis something, took iron foe for himself. And that was the last I saw of old Windsor. Okay. So that's the whole quest. Hopefully it fits. I don't know how that works. Um, okay. What else do we need to change? Anything? I think we're done. So we execute that. Good. I should have fucking like copy and pasted that to make sure before I did it, but okay, so there's the description. I don't know. Like, so now I think we just do it in game. We're gonna have to get and do it on the other character because we can't actually get this stuff to happen while we're on this account. Okay, so yeah, let's turn this in here. We'll just follow the actual quest line like the normal way, just to make sure there's nothing gone wrong. Wait, why does he have another quest? Oh, because I never actually did this one. Now it's really weird. Okay, that's the one, I guess. All right, speak to Marshall Maxwell in the Burning Steps. No, we don't need to. We can just fly. Just over the way here. I love this zone though. I love how these two zones are connected like this. It's really cool. Okay, speak with Ragged John. So that, what's that about? Why does it still have a question mark? Oh, because we didn't restart anything. Let's just log out. Let's just start over. I'm not sure what works and what doesn't work here. So let's just start over. Or I mean, restart the server is what I'm trying to say, not start over. Okay, perfect. Yeah, good. All right, so that works. Where even is this over here? Okay, he's got the quest. Okay, so that part needs to change. What do we have to change for that to not be there? We have to go back to the previous Four. What was the number? 4224. Let's change this. Find Ragged John. And then we save that. And that must be elsewhere. Okay, this part changes. Okay, maybe this part should have. I forgot that this was a thing. So this is how we should start it. Okay, like that. How do we spell this word wrong? Busi. Okay. 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 Perfect. You're here on official business, you say. Marshall Windsor. All right, good. So that works. Ah, right. Okay. So we don't have the quest being pick upable yet. Go back to this one. So quest starter. It's High Lord Bolar Full Dragon, so we don't want that one. John is 9563. Okay. Execute. Guess that doesn't work. All right, we got to restart it. Nope. What's the problem? I guess we'll just look here instead. Oh, a game object. Yeah, creature quest starter. Did this wrong last time. All right. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, no. Did we just fuck something up big time? Shit. Fuck. What was this? God damn it. I just fucked this up. I'm on the wrong text. I'm on the wrong quest. Wait, I fucked it all up, didn't I? Did I put this in the wrong? Okay, thank God. All right. Quest starter is not. It's supposed to be Bolvar, so we gotta look up him again. That's why it didn't work, obviously. Supposed to be 1748. Okay. So that's good now. Then we need to change it. Quest starter. Jonathan 9563. Okay, there it is. Okay, so now we can do a now we do. Still doesn't have it. Shut down. Wait, no. It's hold on. There's like so many more things I'm not doing. Um okay, so now we need to go to previous quest ID. And what was the quest? 4224. Yeah, okay. 4224. Execute that. Now it'll work. Right? Because the problem was, and then quest ender needs to be Marshall Maxwell. Okay. So now we're good. Right? I don't know why the series is wrong though. That's kind of scary. Oh, it's because okay, so now we need to change the next quest to reference this quest. Marshall Windsor needs to reference next quest is called Marshall Windsor. So now we need to go into and this quest needs to reference previous one. Like that. Now it works. Okay. Okay, now we're in the chain again. Sweet. Okay, now we restart server. Okay. Looks like it's all here. Or do I not have instant quest text on? Hold on, let's turn that on or whatever. Actually, no. You know what we need to do is we need to turn the add-on on because that's where we need to be testing it. What you'd be wanting. Marshall Windsor. Windsor was particularly ornery that day, and believe me. Oh shit, I put the comma in the wrong place. Awkward. It automatically updates in real time too. I spelled a bunch of stuff wrong, I think, though. We'll do this. I just want to make sure it works before. Okay, and then now we have to change something further there. Consider what can be done with high. Okay, so that's somewhere else. Where's that? Oh no, it's right here. Yeah. Okay, so now we say return to Marshall Maxwell after hearing John's story. Is it Jon or John? John. Okay. Okay, and now this is where we would want to say, I could have warned you, but what's the fun in that, or whatever he said. And so that would be here. Yeah, I think this is here, right? Okay. Okay. Looks like it works. Oops. I'm pretty pleased with this going this well, to be honest. Do we might have to abandon this, though? Yeah, we're gonna have to abandon this and go back, it looks like. Yeah, we'll just summon me back.
King's honor, friend.
What we need is documentation. Speak with Ragged John, Metro. He was with Windsor when they were attacked by a Blackrock raiding party. He was last seen in a cave to the north. Okay, now I'll fly back. And summon back. Okay.
Here there.
You're here on official business, you say. Marshal Windsor, you say.
Watch, get her back.
What you be wantin'? Marshal Windsor? Windsor was particularly ornery that day, and believe me, for Windsor, that's a monumental accomplishment. He kept telling me that something feels off. Well, he wasn't kidding. We were in the middle of Blackrock Mountain when the filthy animals attacked. I'm talking about the orcs, of course. All you could hear were grunts and the clanging of steel as they rushed us. I tried slipping into the shadow, but that didn't sit too well with Windsor, seeing as he was already extra cranky. Well, he started spinning old Iron Foe around and screaming like a madman at the orcs. Oh, you never heard of Iron Foe? It's a legendary orc-slaying hammer. He told me that Falcorn Fordright himself made that hammer for his great-great-grandfather. He also said, oh, I actually put great-great twice, okay. He also said that the hammer had a twin that Falcorn kept for himself. Oh, see, I spelled a ton of shit wrong. Okay, let's start over. All right, so we gotta get back on the other account. I knew I was gonna have a bunch of stuff spelled wrong. Okay, First of all, I want to capitalize all versions of orc. I don't know. That should be done, right? I feel like it's a proper noun or something. Okay, execute. Presumably we don't actually have to log. Like, I think we can just stay on this account and do it. I don't think there would be any reason why we'd have to log off that character to have this updated. Reload. Quest template. Okay. Try again. Yeah. Started spinning old iron foe around and screaming like a madman at the orcs. Legendary orc slang hammer. He told me that Falcorn Francorn. Is that actually how you spell? I tried to copy and paste it. I think it's the right. It doesn't look like the word, but Francorn kept it for himself. Yeah, okay, think. That's another one I looked up. Okay. Think. We don't need to change that one, honestly. Just keep reading. So the orcs rushed Windsor, and Windsor didn't move an inch. He stood tall as they charged him, 10 at a time. All I could see was the glow from Iron Foe and a lot of blood. This went on for hours, but it finally stopped. No, he didn't die. Windsor wouldn't have died from no 50 orcs. He was covered in orc chunks from head to toe. Is that? What the fuck? Alright. Got a lot to change. Wrong toe. Let's just read it here. Fuck it. Drenched in their blood, but he was alive and really angry. You see, apparently we had gotten into the middle of some big orc versus dark iron dwarf battle. The orcs were out early, setting up some traps. The dark irons are a little craftier than the orcs. They came prepared. Windsor didn't have no beef with the dark irons. After all, his great-great-grandfather was friends with one. Him having Ironfoe was probably the reason they didn't kill him on sight. The dark irons spared his life and took him prisoner. Their leader, named Thoris something, took Ironfoe for himself. And that was the last I saw of Old Windsor. Okay. Who's this guy? Guess if you find out Libram, you take it to him. This went on for hours, but it finally stopped. He didn't die. Windsor wouldn't have died from no 50 orcs. He was covered in orc chunks from head to toe, drenched in their blood, but he was alive and really angry. You see, apparently he had gotten into the middle of some big orc versus dark iron dwarf battle. The orcs were out early, setting up some traps. The dark irons are a little craftier than those orcs. They came prepared. Windsor didn't have no beef with the dark irons. After all, his great-great-grandfather was friends with one. Him having Ironfoe was probably the only reason they didn't kill him on sight. The dark irons spared his life and took him prisoner. Their leader, named Thoris something, took Ironfoe for himself. And that was the last time I saw Old Windsor. Okay, return to Marshal Maxwell after hearing John's story. Perfect. Kind of running out of time, so let's just expedite this.
Need help?
I could have warned you, but where's the fun in that? So that good-for-nothing coward says that Windsor is alive, eh? Suit up, deputy. You're going in to find him. If Windsor is alive, you were to bring him back. If he's dead, I want proof. Maxwell laughs. I bet you are getting tired of hearing that, aren't you? Travel to Blackrock Mountain in the northwest and enter Blackrock Depths. Find out what became of Marshal Windsor. You recall Ragged John talking about Marshal Windsor being dragged off to a prison. Okay, I do not have time to go into BRD today. So, instead, I'm going to go in there really quick on this character. I don't like doing this in this like way, but unfortunately I have to do it, and I don't know of any way. Like, I don't want to spoil it for myself. I want to read it and experience it for the first time on camera, but it's not a great product. So I don't know. Blame Wrath, man. I don't know what the fuck. Wait, can we just like telly Black Rock? Yeah. No. We're gonna enter it the normal way, I guess. But yeah, I don't like doing it in this way, but not a lot of choices. I just want to see if he's there or not, because then I know what I have to do next. He's supposed to be on one of these doors, isn't he? You don't have a key, so I guess we will. Let's see. Look up item prison cell. Prison cell key. Is that the? That was it, right? I have no idea where he is, to be honest. Why can we only have 9? Oh, we can only have 1. Not sure what that is. Where are the doors? I thought all of these were openable. Okay, prison cell key. It's not. You don't need. I thought they were like all openable. I don't even know. Yeah, there he is. Marshall Windsor. Sweet. Okay, awesome. He's still there. Okay, so why is there no quest here though? You know what? Oh, it's because I never picked the quest up, right? Here, let's do this. This would be really stupid, but let's do it. How do we kill him again? Don't I have a... Oh, yeah, that one. 51 only, by the way. Oh, no, but I... Wait, can I summon him when we're not a party into this instance? We'll have to find out. I have no idea what's going to happen. No, only GMs can be summoned to an instance. Okay. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to give ourselves the quest. That's all we need to do. Oh, 4241. Like that. Okay. Travel. Okay, so pretend we just did that on this character. Okay, so it seems like it works. Oh my god, dude. So then the question, if this all works, is what do we do next? Okay, so that's it for the quest line as we know it. I'm done with the episode. I'm going to try to figure out what's next off screen. And then I guess next time we come, we'll be looking at BRD stuff. I don't know. I think we're good now for a bit because one way or the other, that's going to be multiple clears of BRD before we start worrying about it. So yeah, that's where we're at. I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. It's a really weird way to do an episode, but hopefully you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, let me know. But I got to do it, so I figured I might as well document it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.